Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. Well, it's hard to believe that the month of March is almost upon us, and I think next week starts the beginning of the Christian festival of Lent. It's coming up. I think it's next week or the week after. The month after that, we'll start Ramadan, and time is moving fast, it seems. Well, today's question, could you live in a hotel? Oh, I could. Yeah, I can see myself on the roof terrace every day, basking in the sunshine, although in the UK that's unlikely. More likely, I would be in the bar watching the rain battering against the window. But the idea of living in a hotel is quite nice, isn't it? Some very famous celebrities do that. And apparently, here in the UK, more and more of us are living on hotels or cruise ships because we've discovered that it's cheaper. Now, English people can be a little bit strange with this kind of thing because some of us just love saving money and we'll do anything to achieve that. Nothing wrong with that. But the practicalities of giving up your possessions and living in a cruise ship, I mean, that's perhaps a little bit difficult, isn't it? But some of our famous celebrities have actually died in hotels. Margaret Thatcher was one of them. She moved out of her apartment, which I think was, if I remember correctly, was on Buckingham Palace Road or near there, and she moved into the Ritz. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Ritz is one of London's finest hotels. It's for the rich and famous and for the royals, and very British, yes. And she spent her last months in there. Well, I think maybe her last years because she was quite ill towards the end. Could I do it? Well, if I had enough money, yes, I could. Some British people, they plan this from their early years. They actually sit down and calculate it to see if it's possible if they could live in a hotel from age 50. Now, I have to say, I just love life too much to be so concerned about money when I'm young. And as I get older, of course, we should fund our retirement, but I think there's something to remember, and that is life is just not all about cash. It's about enjoyment, it's about family, it's about enjoying the moment. But if you live in a society that doesn't do that, it can be a little bit strange. Anyway, yeah, living in a hotel sounds good, doesn't it? Speaking of strange things, did you hear about those balloons? Do you remember in yesterday's podcast, we were talking about those balloons that were hovering above us? And I think the American and Canadian governments had decided that maybe they had belonged to a foreign government and perhaps there were ill intentions. Anyway, today they're saying, well, actually, the balloons probably were just weather balloons or were benign. That's the word they used. Oh, the balloons were benign. How can a balloon be benign? It makes it sound like cancer, doesn't it? Oh, your cancer is benign. Don't worry. A little bit strange, the wording they've used there. But as I was saying yesterday, I mean, if I wanted to know about what somebody was doing or where somebody lived, I would go to Google Earth and then Google them. I wouldn't send the balloon over. It didn't make any sense. So that whole thing about the balloons, which they're now saying probably were only weather balloons or had some commercial purpose, that was a storm in a teacup. A whole storm in a teacup, which they plagued us with for 2 weeks. We even thought they were UFOs at one point. But there we are. Nothing. Just little weather balloons that had blown off course. At least they told us. I mean, usually when they come up with all this hype, they don't tell us the end part, which is that they were wrong. So yeah, that was the story of the balloons. Other things in the news today from the UK. Oh yeah, they're planning to ban the word fitness. Do you remember a few weeks ago I was telling you that there are some words in the UK now that we're not supposed to use? I think the last one that I told you about was the word mummy, which is offensive to ancient Egyptians. So the latest one is fitness, which is apparently offensive to disabled people. I don't get that. I mean, the way they presented it to us would suggest that, yes, it is offensive to disabled people, but it means that we don't have a choice anymore about using it because we would feel shame if we try. So, yeah, they're currently working to have that removed. I if someone asks me, do you get a lot of exercise? Rather than asking me, are you fit? Because fit and fitness apparently have to go. Probably I would respond yes. But if someone asked me, are you fit? Or do you take fitness or exercise? It's probably a more appropriate question, isn't it? So fitness is the next thing to go from the English language. And if you've ever bought a house here, if you're not living in the hotel, um, you would know that some houses say they have a master bedroom. A master bedroom. A master bedroom would be the main bedroom, the bedroom where the man sleeps, as opposed to the servant. So you know you have the master and the servant in Old English. So master bedroom has to be removed as well from English now because it's sexist. It's not a mistress bedroom, it's a master bedroom. So that's the next thing that'll be disappearing from British vocabulary. I can't keep up with all these changes because if master bedroom goes, then the next thing will be the master key. You know, a master key is one of those keys that fits everything, which the police have, and I'm sure locksmiths, the people who repair our locks, have as well. So yeah, these are words which are disappearing fast. Master bedroom, yeah, and fitness. Hard to imagine not saying fitness. I'm going to take some exercise today. I wonder if that famous gym will change its name. There's one here called Fitness First. I wonder what they'll call it. Pain First, maybe. Anyway, that's it from me. Very bizarre with the news headlines. I hope you've enjoyed this. Let's talk again soon. I'm way over my 5 minutes here. Yeah, time is creeping up, but I have a lot to say, a lot to say. And that's it. See you all soon. Bye.